What's good, everybody? We gonna be reacting to that new Black Panther trailer, or Wakanda Forever. Yeah, you have to say it like a stereotypical African accent that is not from any specific country in Africa. It's just probably a blend of them. But I saw this. I saw it because I didn't even see this on my recommend. I remember seeing the thumbnail, but I kind of just went over it. Like, I thought it was the teaser, and I didn't read the the title, the thumbnail, even though I normally do that. I don't know why. I just kind of overlooked it until I got recommended some reactions. So I was like, are people reacting to this? Like, why am I getting reactions to this when the teaser came out a while ago? And I was like, oh, this is like 2 minutes long. The teaser was like, what, a minute? But I was like, oh shit. So I was like, I gotta look at this. Because I did like the first movie. I had issues with it, yeah, but overall, I still liked it. I still think, uh, I know it's Chadwick Boseman, but I wanted to say the character's name, T'Challa. I kept thinking T'Chaka. That's his daddy. I wanted to see. I liked T'Challa and Killmonger's fight when they first fought more than the fight at the end. But I did like when T'Challa took down that rhino. I was like, that was cool. But anyway, I saw some comments about this when I was looking it up, and I said, oh, I just went on Twitter and immediately saw comments about it. I said, why the fuck didn't I see this earlier when I got on Twitter? But it's almost like my Twitter knew that I know now, so it's just feeding me comments now. Even people I'm not following. But people talking about it's woke. I mean, you hear that shit all the time now, but I was like, it's Black Panther. It's like, it's a black character. Like, I guess it's woke. I was like, is it woke because it's like a black character is the main character? Like, well, how's it woke? And it's because I saw comments about Shuri being the Black Panther is woke because of a woman. I was like, oh my God. I was like, it just make you want to just move to like the Alaskan wilderness and just never be around humans again. But anyway. All right, here we go. I guess this is the funeral. I'm curious how they gonna say he died. T'Challa. Because I read something about they gonna actually have him die like cancer.
Broken people.
Westworld, brother.
Leaders.
It's interesting that they changed Namor like this. I mean, I don't care. It's fine. I don't really care about the original character, so I don't care.
They called him Kukul Khan.
Kukul Khan.
Killing him. Risk eternal war.
Interesting.
He's coming for the surface world.
Oh shit. I love seeing that Delage just beat everybody's ass.
We know what you whisper.
Welcome to my personal space.
Have lost the protector. Now is our time to strike.
Oh. Ironheart. Is it Robert Downey Jr. dead, so we need another Iron Man.
Who we are.
Who we are. Oh, got that silent landing. That suit look pretty fucking cool. I don't get what. I like that music too. I don't get what some people thought was gonna happen. Like, cause I saw the teaser, and my hair growing again because now my headset's starting to affect me. You can see it pressing in my hair, but I was like, you could clearly tell that was a female ass at the end of that teaser. And it's, oh, who's that? That Killmonger? I was like, that's not fucking Michael B. Jordan's ass. Like, not that I'm well, informed of what his ass shape looks like, but I know that wasn't a male ass. Like, that was a female ass. Like, I know, like I know my asses, and that was not a male ass. That was female. But I mean, it makes sense because it did happen in the comic books. Not that it has to happen in this. I'm not one of those people like it. You need to stick exactly to the source material and all that shit. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, if that was the case, if I cared about that, I would just read the fucking comic book. Like, I don't need it. Like, I read the comic book and I needed the TV show or the movie to be the exact same thing. Like, if anything, I actually want it to be different. Like, why would I want? Like, especially I read the comic books, and for me, I kind of glanced over some because I haven't read comic books like anywhere near like I did when I was a kid or my early teens. I read comic books anywhere near like that, like a constant, like almost every day type thing. But like I don't care if they change it. Like even if like I know the story, me personally, I want something different. Like, I don't want the exact same thing. Like, I could just read that if that's the case, or watch that. Like, if it's they're making a TV show from a movie. Like, I don't the TV shows are exactly like the movie, and this character should look like it because I've seen people talk about the guy who's playing Namor, which is interesting because it's funny because reading the comic books, you don't see his wings flutter. So it was kind of off-putting when I saw that. But now that I think about it, I do remember seeing like kind of like motion lines like around, the way they do in the comic books, like something's moving around his wings in some like panels. But I never really kind of didn't think about it. It's, oh, he's got wings, and that is what he uses to fly. But I didn't think like they flutter like the fucking hummingbird wings or something. It's just off putting, but I mean, it's fine. I don't care. Him dodging the lasers was kind of cool because I'm curious if because it's been so long since I read anything with Namor featuring the people of Atlantis. Like with Namor, yes, but not like Atlantis. I'm curious if they have superpowers. So probably not anywhere on the level of Namor because he's a mutant. So it's basically like his physiology is different than everybody else's, which increases, of course, makes it better than everybody else's. But like they kind of do what they do with Aquaman, but which is, I mean, they're the same character. I know, didn't Aquaman come like 2 years after Namor or something like that? And did Marvel buy the character Namor? Like, it wasn't created by Marvel, it was created by somebody else, right? And they got it bought, kind of like the way DC did with Captain Marvel's help. I mean, they sued that company into oblivion. Like, and then that company, it's almost like they was like, well, we gotta get out of this because we losing money. Just say, hey, yeah, we stole some story arcs and kind of the overall, I guess, personality of Superman. But it's been a while since I read that stuff. But about that court case, but they're just like, we losing money on paying these damn lawyers and these court costs. Like, just whatever, just in this. And then when they sold the characters, I don't know how much they sold them for, but yeah, let's that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. But anyway, yeah, seeing them ways just do it. Just, I ain't gonna lie. If I'd have saw that, like I was in real life, I was like, you would look that intimidating till you like punch my head off. But but that looked cool. Yeah, seeing they doing. I know in the comic books, Namor like flooded Wakanda and killed a bunch of people. I don't remember why. I don't remember that art or why him and Black Panther were beefing. I can't remember. Like I've read the comic book. I remember the first time I saw it was like on Instagram or something. I was like, huh. And I went and looked it up and found a website that kind of just like posts comic books. And fuck, I can't remember all the time. Like I only looked at it once. But I remember that, and then I remember him punching Namor. Cause I was like, Namor fights like the Hulk and shit. Like Namor is not a fucking joke as far as like his physical attributes. And I was like, he's fighting Black Panther, but then like Black Panther had things that gave him more of an edge because Black Panther's basically Marvel's Batman, but or you could say DC's Black Panther is Batman. But I mean, yeah, he's rich, intelligent, highly intelligent, greatest one of the greatest hand-to-hand combatants in our whole world. Has all these resources. I mean, even though they say, "Oh, Batman only has this much money," he pretty much has infinite resources. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Like, you can say, "Oh, well, Tony Stark has more money than Batman, or Black Panther has more money than everybody else," but it doesn't really matter. I mean, they still pay. Like Bruce Wayne paid for the Watchtower, and he pays for it to be maintained. It's not like he's a one fee of him paying and that's it. He pays all the workers that are constantly working up there. And the materials that need to keep it running, and the food because all the damn legals up there. Like I'm pretty sure the government probably gives them something because they do. I mean, but Batman paid for that at first, so he at least paid for that. And now, like I said, they never stipulate whether the government gives them money. I'm assuming they do, but maybe not. Maybe they want to be independent, so they like we don't accept money from the government. But Batman pays for all that shit, and I think his company wasn't worth like. I forget what the number Forbes said. It was like 16 billion or some shit like that. I'm like building a pretty much an international space station, pretty much in space, like, and then like I said, maintaining it. Like people forget the maintaining part. Like he just builds and that's it. Like you have to pay people to be up there and running it. And then like what are the leaguers get paid? It's like they doing this superhero stuff. Like what? Well, I guess they have alternate personality or alternate egos, alter egos, where they you gotta go get a job doing something. You gotta get a job being a barista at fucking Starbucks or something. But this looks cool. This is interesting. I don't go to movies anymore, so I'll probably just wait for it to come out on Disney Plus or something. But it looks. I'm curious to see like what does he die of? Because I ain't gonna lie, that was surprising. Because I know the rumors were like, oh, they gonna have him T'Challa dead in the movie, and I was like, so because the actor died, they gonna kill the character? And I was like, that don't make sense. They don't do that. Like, I've seen that happen in like I think a TV show and stuff where like a character died and they didn't want to recast him, so they had the actual character die in the TV show. But I was surprised, and it's they going forth with it. He's going to be passed away in this movie. Like, I'm curious what he dies of. Are they going to do where he dies when they get attacked by the Atlanteans, or is he, when it starts, is he gonna be dead? And like I said, I saw some rumors about they're gonna have him die of cancer too, the same thing that Chadwick Boseman died of. But I was like, I thought the heart-shaped herb. I mean, I know it's adaptation, so they can kind of change stuff. Like, oh, you still get cancer, or maybe it's a very rare type cancer that surpasses his that heart-shaped herb abilities that he got. Because I thought it was acting like the super soldier serum. Like, you don't get diseases the way other people do. You pretty much stay perfectly healthy even as you get older. You eventually just die of old age, but you won't die of like any ailments that usually cause old people to die, like cancer or ammonia and shit like that. But I'm curious, how is he gonna die? Or is it gonna be a fight? Cause then I'm like, because I did read something about they were going to, like I said, all these rumors. So none of this shit has been verified or approved, whatever, by Marvel, Disney, or anybody. Cooley, wasn't that? I'm gonna say Coolio. Rest in peace, Coolio. Coolidge, is that his name, the director? I read somewhere that they were talking about having Chadwick Boseman's brother come in, and they were gonna, I guess, do that what they did with Paul Walker and CGI his face onto Chadwick Boseman's brother's face to do certain scenes. Then maybe they do a scene where he dies or something, or sacrifices himself trying to save his citizens in Wakanda, and he dies, something like that. I wouldn't object to that. Like, if you do it quickly, it's not like he's his brother stepping in and do the whole goddamn movie. You're doing something at the beginning where Chadwick Boseman dies. T'Challa dies, and Chadwick Boseman's brother steps in. I don't know if that's true or not. Like I said, they're probably going to just happen when it starts. He's going to be passed away for whatever reason they decide to go with. But that's one thing I'm curious about, how they're going to do that, because I was surprised that they didn't just recast. Because I was like, oh, you just introduced this character in Winter Soldier, and now the actual actor passed away. So now because I'm sure, like, dealing with, I'm talking about this from an audience point of view, but you're talking about the people who actually worked with this man and became, from what I've read, him and the director, Coolidge, became pretty close, like friends. So he's doing this more so to try to honor him. And then also Marvel felt like it was too soon to just recast, because you probably have a lot of people who go, whoa, maybe I shouldn't have done this so soon. Maybe you should have waited a little bit. Maybe not 20 years like some people are saying, to wait because of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Like, you need to wait 20 years to let people distance themselves from that Wolverine. Like, that's kind of crazy. And that actor's still alive, who is also coming back to play Wolverine in Deadpool 3, which I saw that the thing on Ryan Reynolds' YouTube channel. But I can see them doing this to honor the man. They don't feel comfortable just recasting as if, he passed away, and now we just move somebody else in, especially so soon after he passed away. So it's like, well, maybe we can just, kill the character off, and because the Black Panther is what's the word I'm looking for? Like a symbol type thing, like Batman. Like Bruce Wayne doesn't have to be Batman. Plus, Bruce Wayne hasn't been the only Batman. So anybody can be the Black Panther, especially in the MCU now. Because I think in the comic books, I think you had to have a certain bloodline to be able to take the heart-shaped herb to get the enhanced, like, peak human abilities. Because I think it poisoned anybody else that took it, if I'm not mistaken. Unless they retconned it. I don't know if they retconned it. But I know in Marvel, in the MCU, they ain't even mention that. Unless they just mention it in this movie. But yeah, it seemed like anybody can be can take the heart-shaped herb and get the peak human. So it's not like you have to have a certain bloodline in order to do it, which would be interesting. They did that. I'm like, how do you like? But I always thought about that when I heard that in the comics. I was like, how did you test that? Like, did a bunch of people take it and it was like, oh, these people, like, people just eating it in this herb that was growing, and like, oh, we just eat it like early humans, and then a bunch of people died except for a certain group, and it's like, oh, well, they can eat it, and nobody else, because everyone else that eats it dies. So, and that's why they figured that out. But I want to see Namor whoop some ass. Like, Namor is the biggest dick in Marvel. Like, he is the most arrogant. He reminds me very reminiscent of which is funny because he in the movie now too, Black Adam. Like, the way they act, like, they're so sure of themselves. It's their way or the highway, and they have no problem resorting to fisticuffs if you don't like what they say. They got the rights to the Fantastic Four. I want to see him trying to get into Sue Storm's pants constantly, even in front of Franklin Richards. Like, cause Namor didn't seem to give a fuck in the comics about hitting on this woman. Didn't he kidnap her in like some of the early comics? Like, I could have sworn he kidnapped her. But like, and then she kind of likes him because Reed is very, like, he focuses more on his work than having a very good work relationship balance with his wife. He's just all focused on work. I'm like, maybe you shouldn't be married. But like, if you that focused on your work, maybe you just be single. I know you love her, but you got to remember. I know you get preoccupied, but you got to remember, hey, wife, I got to show some time to as well. I'm gonna lose it. But it's like, in that relationship, she was kind of tired of Reed's shit, and this dude come up being all suave. Even though he looks so weird in the combos. Like, his forehead looks like up here, and his eyebrows just go like I was like, because I was like, this supposed to be like some Fu Manchu type shit when I first saw that as a kid. And because of my dad, I knew that was like some racist bullshit. But I was like, why does his face look like that? Cause I think he's supposed to be. I think the writer or the people who made Namor was inspired by like Greek and Polynesian, but now he's like Aztec or Mayan type background. It seemed like they was like, we sticking with this, even though the Aztec and Mayans are long gone. They're like, nah, we sticking with it. It's almost like they had this culture, and the Aztec or the Mayans kind of adapted and like, oh, we gonna just take what you get and just be our culture. Yeah, but then they died off. But like I was saying earlier, I'm curious if the other Atlanteans, like, how powerful that, because they were climbing that ship like barehanded. So they had some physical attributes higher than a human, because everybody is always stronger than a human in Earth. The Atlanteans always get some type of physical attributes better than him. Like, why do humans suck so much? Like people on the land. Like, why can't they have some physical attributes? I mean, I know we have to relate to them because we don't have those attributes in real life. So it's like in anything, aliens come, they look just like humans, but they can move planets or some shit, all of them, or they have some enhanced physiology in some way. Even creatures on Earth, like Atlanteans, they're not even from space; they're from Earth, and they like, well, because they live under the ocean and they live deep down, so their bodies had to deal with the pressure, so they're more durable, which also gives them the enhanced strength. And I was like, but damn, can humans get something? Can we get like enhanced senses or something? Like, damn. It's like they don't write nothing like, oh, humans have enhanced durability for some reason. Like damn, we can't get done. Everybody else is always better than us, so they get better technology, better physical attributes. They have better weaponry. They've been around longer. Like, it's just like, goddamn. Anyway, hope you enjoy my reaction on one. I did not expect to talk about this that much. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you hit that bell if you want to know if I upload the videos. Comment down below. Share this video. I'll see you next time. Peace.